1971 Ford Bronco. It's basically kind of turned into a parts truck since the body is so rusted out. I don't know if you can see that on the video or not, but I like the body molding trim, so I decided that I wanted to take the body molding trim off and put it on the other project. And so I'm going to teach you how to do that, because when I went online to learn how to do it, there's basically no tutorials or anything on how to take the body mold off. Anyway, not any of the searches that I could turn up. It's actually a very easy process with very little tools. You just need a little bit of access. Alright, these are the tools you're going to need. 5/16 and a 1/4 or 3/8 inch, either open end or box end, or even the sockets will do, and a soft plastics spatula. Don't use a hard metal one or you're going to scratch your trim or your car if you care about that, but I don't really care about that since this thing is so rusty. Okay, I already did one side, and this is the side that I'm going to show you how to do. It's actually a fairly straightforward process, a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. There are, on the back quarter panels, I don't know if you can see that or not, there is a small screw back, or a small bolt back here that's holding a piece of trim on, and that is it doesn't even need to come off. It just needs to rotate the clip, and I'll show you what that end retainer clip looks like. And there's also one down on that end too. So they're basically one on each end of the strip, except for the front part of the fenders. There, it looks like there's two on the front and one in the back, so there's just the three of those clips all together, and I'll show you more about that in a second too. Now this is the end clip right here, and when it's on the actual molding, it's like that, and this little tab right here keeps the molding, or keeps this in place. And it looks like what you want to do is it'll rotate into the molding like that and lock it into place. There's one over here on that end too. You can see. And then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 clips on each side that are riveted onto the side of the quarter panel. Here's the front fender. As I've said before, here's the end clip. That's what it looks like. And again, they don't have to come all the way off. They just need to rotate, unless you're going to keep them. This is so rusted out that the inside rust is pretty significant. And this has 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6. There's 2 end clips. And this clip right here, since it's on the end, does not rotate all the way up like these clips do. Since the molding narrows, this one just stays like that, and I guess that's how they do it at the factory. You can see, you can kind of see the outline of the molding. I already did the tailgate. The tailgate's actually the easiest one to do, because this hole right here has a nut and one of those clips right there on the other side, and that's where you use the 1/4 inch, or the 5/16 wrench to get that accessible. You take that off, and then the rest of the clip just pops off pretty easily. Now, since I have a tire carrier on it, or used to anyway, the trim does not wrap around if you have a tire carrier option. If you do have a tire carrier option, you don't have to worry about this little piece of trim, because it didn't come from the factory with a piece of trim there, because the tire carrier used to be there. Unlike this side that has the little piece that wraps around, and there's another retainer nut. Started down this end. Looks like it's pretty loose. That's good, because I turned that end piece down, so now it's kind of coming loose. Now the nice thing about this 6-inch wide putty knife, or spatula, or spackler, is it's nice and wide, so it's going to snap a little bit. Don't be afraid. Just like that. That's what you want. See? Get that in there. Coming right off. You don't have to do the whole thing. You just gotta pull them right off. Okay. Now we're getting down back to the one that I unscrewed. Now we're around to the corner end. This one's going to be interesting. I have to put the camera down because I can't hold the camera and do this at the same time because I need to, but I will let you. Okay, so it was one of those in clips like I suspected. Unfortunately, I got in there through the access panel to flip it around. Tailgate with a screw and a mount, and it's covered with that little plate right there. And we've got some seam sealer on there. That's good factory, and that basically covers that access hole. And here's our piece of trim with the end fully intact, and there's my son getting off the bus. Gotta go. This last one will be the challenge because I have to take the fender off. The fenders need to come off, so I'm going to take my emblem off and my 302 emblem off as well. So, that's basically how you take all your molding off. Very easy, very straightforward. You just have to be very gentle, a little finesse, and you'll be good to go.